A very good morning, dear students. So we are dealing with third chapter. In that we have seen accounting equation and problems based on accounting equation. Okay. So accounting equation 6 marks problem in section C it appears. Okay. In third chapter only, the next part we are going to learn is journal. So this journal is very important from exam point of view. Compulsory 12 marks one problem will appear in section D. 12 marks. Okay. So today I am dealing with theory part. Next class onwards I will start with the problems. Note down this theory part in your notebook. Then solve the problems. Okay. So we will start with the journal. So the term journal is derived from French word jour. Okay. So it is derived from the French word jour, which means a day. Jour means what? A day. Therefore, journal means a day book or daily record. Okay. Means first transactions are recorded in journal. Okay. Day-to-day transactions we are recording in journal. Okay. Daily basis we are recording. Then this is a basic book of original entry. Original entry means it is a first entry book in which all transactions are recorded in chronological order. Chronological order means in the order of date. Date wise we are recording. Okay. As and when they take place. Okay. Then in journal each transaction is classified into two. Okay. So transactions, two accounts will come. One account is debited and second account is credited. One is debit aspect, second one is credit aspect. And both the aspects are recorded together with brief explanation for each entry. So after the transaction are recorded, some brief explanation we have to give. That explanation is called as narration. You will understand this all when I will solve the problem. Okay. So this is the introductory part. Next important part, definition of journal. Okay. So definition is given by Professor R.N. Carter. So according to R.N. Carter, the journal as originally used is a book of prime entry. So as per R.N. Carter, it is a book of prime entry. Prime entry means first entry in which transactions are copied in order of date from a memorandum or waste book. So first we will record the transaction in a waste book. Okay. Then this waste book or memorandum book, from that we are passing journal entry in the book of journal. Okay. So according to R.N. Carter, the journal as originally used is a book of prime entry in which transactions are copied in the order of date from memorandum or waste book. Okay. So this definition you have to by it for 2 marks it may appear. Okay. Next. After this, some terms we are going to learn from journal. Now you have learned the meaning of journal. The next term you are going to learn is what is journalizing. Okay. So these are 1 mark, 2 mark questions. What is journalizing means? The process or act of recording the transaction in journal or original book is called as journal entry. So whatever the process you are doing, whatever act you are doing of recording the transaction in journal is called as journalizing. So this journal is called as book of original entry or original book. Okay. So journal is called as original book of accounts. Okay. What is journalizing? The process or act of recording the transactions in journal or original book is called as journalizing. Okay. Understood journalizing? Then next part is after journalizing you are going to learn is journal entry. So what is journal entry? The record of transaction in journal is called as journal entry. So whatever record you are making in the book of journal, that record is called as journal entry. Means you are passing here entry, one debit and second account to be credited. That entry is called as journal entry. What is journal entry? The record of transaction in journal is called as journal entry. Okay. The next part, narration. Narration means what? So for what you are passing the entry, what is the reason behind to pass that entry? So we have to give some brief explanation. Okay, in short we have to explain why we have passed this entry, for what reason. Okay, a brief description or explanation of journal entry which is written below the journal entry within the bracket is called as narration. You will understand this narration. Okay, when I'll start next class journal entry, after that I'll write within the bracket some explanation, that is nothing but narration. Okay, so what is narration? A brief description or explanation of journal entry which is written below the journal entry within the brackets is called as narration. So always this narration is written within the brackets only. Okay, understood? This is also, narration is very important. Most of the time this question is asked, what is narration? So what is narration? A brief explanation or description of journal entry which is written below the journal entry within the brackets is called as narration. Okay, hope you understand this. Journal, journalizing, journal entry and narration. Okay, so what is journal? So according to R.N. Carter, the journal as originally used is a book of prime entry in which transactions are copied in order of date from a memorandum or base book. Then what is journalizing? Journalizing is a process. It is a process or act of recording the transaction in journal or original book is called as journalizing. Then what is journal entry? It is a record of transaction in journal is called journal entry. What is narration? Narration is a brief description or explanation of journal entry which is written below the journal entry within the bracket is called as narration. Hope you understood this narration. Okay. Then next part we are going to learn is what are the features of journal. So name any 2 features for 1 mark, 2 mark only. So I am telling you 7 features to understanding. Okay. So in exam remember any 2. So from definition or any this meaning whatever I have told, from that itself you can write 2 points. What I told, journal is also called as original book of entry. In general there are 2 aspects. One is debit aspect, second entry. Then after the journal entry narration is written. Okay, like this you can write in general also. Okay, now some features we'll learn what is given here. See, any 2 points in general to remember. Okay, no, understand all but remember any 2 to 3. Okay, yes, first point. It is a book of original, prime or first entry, as all the transactions are recorded first in journal. So journal is called as original entry book, prime entry. Prime means also first only. Or first entry as all the transactions are recorded first in journal. Okay. So next, it is a daily record. Means daily we are passing here journal entry. It is a daily record as it records each day's transaction as and when it take place. Okay, so journal is a daily record book. You can write like this also. Third, the transactions are recorded in chronological order. So as I told, in journal the transactions are recorded in chronological order. Or chronological order means date wise as it appears. Okay, in series only they have to have 1 date, 2 date, 3 date. Okay, chronological order. So fourth one, it gives a complete picture of each transaction as it contains both debit and credit aspect of each transaction. So it gives complete picture means you will come to know for what you are made that transaction. Okay. So next, it is only a subordinate book. Subordinate means it is a support book as it helps to prepare the ledger, that is principal book. Principal book means main book, ledger. Okay, subordinate book is journal. Okay, So journal is called as subordinate. Means from journal accounts are passed, with the help of journal we are preparing ledger accounts. Okay, so it is a subordinate book. If you write this much also, it is correct. Then every entry in the journal is supported with brief explanation called as narration. As I had told, what is narration? A brief explanation of journal entry is called as narration. So in journal, every entry is supported with brief explanation called as narration. Okay. Next, 7. In journal, the transactions are classified into two. Okay. Debit aspect and credit aspect. Means one account is debited and another account is credited. Okay. So these are the features of journal. Okay. You can write in general also. Okay. What you remember, you write it is book of original, prime first entry. Then it is a daily record book. The transactions are recorded in chronological order. It gives a complete picture as all the aspects, both the aspects of debit and credit aspects are recorded. It is a subordinate book to prepare ledger accounts. Then here every transaction, every entry is supported with a brief explanation called as narration. Then there are two aspects, one is debit aspect and second one is credit aspects. Like this, in general you remember, understand it and write. Okay, hope you understood these features of journal. Okay, next. After features, we are going to learn format of journal. Okay, so like this you have to draw the format of journal. Okay, so first column is date, second particulars, then LF. LF means ledger folio, then debit rupees and credit rupees. As I had told, one account is debited, second account is credited. So debited account is appear in debit column, credited account is appears in credit column. So this is a format of journal. Okay. Yes. Now one by one I'll tell you about the columns. Okay. So this format you have to draw full pages. Okay. Now this is a format of journal. Yes. Now first column is what? Date column. Okay. The first column, that is date column, is used for recording the date on which a particular transaction takes place. Now remember, in exam format they'll not ask, but for problems at least you have to draw the format only. Okay. To solve the problem, you have to draw this format, full pages you have to draw. And problems, 12-mark problem will come. Journal entries problem. Okay. Now first column is date. That is, the date column is used for recording the date on which a particular transaction takes place. So here you have to record on which the transaction has taken place. Okay. Suppose you purchase goods on 1/1/2019. So you have to write here date, then pass journal entry here. Okay. So this is about first column. Now second column. Now this second column is main column, that is particulars column. Okay. Second column, that is particulars column, is used for recording journal entry. Here you have to pass journal entry. Okay. So while recording this entry, the account name to be debited is written in the first line. So here you have to write date and account debited, you have to write here first line. Okay. You have to start here until end, this line, first line. Okay. Account debited to be written on the first line beginning from the left hand corner. This is left hand corner, and the abbreviation debit DR is written at the end of the line. Okay. Now see here, suppose here cash account is there. So here cash account debit dash dash dash, and at the end you have to write debit like this. Okay. I'll give an example after completing this part. Okay. So at the end you have to write abbreviation DR. DR means it states that this account is debited. Okay. Next, the account name to be credited is written in second line. Now first line you have to write the account to be debited. Now come to second line, you have to write here the account to be credited. So before writing the account to be credited, second line you have to leave some space. Then start with the word to. Then write account to be credited. The account name to be credited is written in the second line. leaving sufficient or little space. Second line you have to leave some space on left hand side with the prefix. Prefix means before 2 you have to write. Okay, you will understand it very easy when I start the problems. Okay, then after this account to be debited account, what you have to write? You have to write narration within the brackets. So below the journal entry, narration is written in the brackets. Okay, hope you understood this format. Your date, particulars, LF now, and debit rupees and credit. So these two columns. Now here LF means ledger folio. LF means what? Ledger folio. Okay. Now ledger folio means from this journal the accounts are transferred to ledger account, separate account. So which page number it is transferred to that ledger, you have to write that page number. So generally in our books, in practical we are taking this ledger. Now while solving we are leaving this space blank only. So just for understanding, here you have to write ledger folio number, page number you have to write, where this account is appeared in ledger. Okay. Now next column is debit rupees column. Okay. Now debit rupees. Now it is a fourth column we are considering. So here fourth column, debit column, is used for recording the debit amount to be debited. Now here debit amount to be debited, right here debit amount and here dash. Now second line you are writing credit account, second line here dash and here amount you have to write. Okay. Now fifth column, the credit column, is used for recording the amount to be credited. The account debited, amount here, account credited here. Okay. So like this is the format of journal. Hope you understood this. Date, particulars, you have to pass your journal entry, debit amount, credit amount, and below journal entry. Then it is called as complete journal entry. Okay. If you pass the entry, if you don't write the narration, 0 marks you will get. Okay. If you pass the entry, if you don't write the amount, 0 marks. When you get full marks, for one journal entry, 1 mark is there. If any mistake is there, then directly 0 marks. Okay, no marks are given. So you should be consider all. Date you have to write compulsory, account debited, account credited, narration, debit amount, credit. Then only you will get the full mark for one journal entry. Okay, hope you understood this. Okay, after that, next part you are going to learn is types of journal entry. Okay, so types of journal entry means there are 2 types of journal entries. Simple journal entry and second is compound journal entry. Okay, now we'll learn one by one what is simple journal entry and what is compound journal entry. Okay, so first we'll learn what is simple journal entry here. Okay, simple means only one account will, 2 accounts will be there. One account where one account is debited and second account is credited, remember. Okay, see here, when only 2 accounts are involved in journal entry, of which one account is being debited and another account being credited, then it is called a simple journal entry. 1 mark, 2 mark, 2 marks question, what is simple journal entry? What is compound journal entry, they may ask. So what is simple journal entry? When only 2 accounts are involved in the journal entry, of which one account is being debited and another account is being credited, then it is called a simple journal entry. Okay, now I'll give the example of simple journal entry. Here you will understand. Okay, now here this is the transaction. Okay, this much. Goods purchased for cash of rupees 50,000 on 1/1/2018. Date you have to write 1/1/2018. Right. So in this transaction, which are the 2 accounts appeared? One is purchase account. You can write purchase account or stock account. Okay. And second, you are paid cash. So good purchase account and cash account, 2 accounts will appear. Okay. Now cash account is what? Cash account is a asset. Purchase account is a expense. right? Now by taking these rules, you will understand whether you have to debit or whether you have to credit. Okay, when you purchase the goods for cash, cash is coming in or going out? Yes, cash is going out. Going out means your cash balance is increasing or decreasing? Your cash balance is decreasing. When cash is going out, your cash balance is decreasing. So apply the rules of asset. Debit, increase in asset. Credit, decrease in asset. So here it is increase or decrease. I'll write here. It is a decrease in asset. So decrease in asset is credited. CR means credit. Right? When one account is credited, automatically you will come to know that another account is debited. Now see here, purchase account is an expense. Right? When you purchase, your expenses are increasing or decreasing? Your purchase expenses are increasing. खर्च झालं जास्त. Okay, when expense, so apply the rules of expense. Debit, increase in an expense. Credit, decrease in an expense. So increase in an expense should be debited. So purchase account is debited and cash account is credited. Right? So like this you have to apply the rules. Automatically when you practice the problems more and more, you'll come to know automatically how to solve the problem. Now see here how to solve here. Now here purchase account is debited. So date column you have to write 1/1/2018. Right? Next, pass the journal entry. Which account is debited? Write first. So you should start here. Purchases account. Account you have to write shortcut only A bar C. Don't write AC also. Then you have to put a dash little bit. At the last you have to end with the abbreviation DR. DR means purchase account is debited. Okay, purchases account debit. Then second, how to write credit? Leave some space. Then 2 indicates that account is credited. Okay, 2. Which account is credited? To cash account. Okay, so how you have to write? Purchases account debit to cash account. Understanding? Debit purchase account, credit cash account. Now debit means debit column amount. How much is the amount? 50,000. Okay, and here dash. Now here credit means credit amount. Same. The amount should, in journal entry, this amount should be matched only. Same amount should come. Debit must be equal to credit always. Okay. Then what I told, if you write this much, you will not get marks. What I told, within the brackets after a journal entry, you have to write narration. And this narration, how you have to write? You have to start with the word being. Always writing narration, you have to start with the word being. So for what you are passed this journal entry, now write being purchase goods for cash. Okay. So short explanation you have to give for what you have passed the journal entry. Okay, don't write in detail for 50,000 again on one date. So here it is there, everything, date is there, amount is there. Just about the small explanation you have to give. Being purchase goods for cash. Okay. Now if you write, after writing this journal entry in particulars column, so in problem will come to know, you have to draw one line. Then start with second journal entry. Okay, here second journal entry, only one transaction I have taken. So after one journal, complete journal entry, you have to draw a line in particular. Don't draw full. Okay, when you have to draw full, when your problem is completed. After one journal entry, one line in particulars like this. Okay, so understood how to solve this simple journal entry. So what is simple journal entry? When two accounts are involved. So here two accounts are involved, purchase account and cash account. When two accounts are involved in journal entry, of which one account being debited and another account being credited, then it is called a simple journal entry. Hope you understood the concept of simple journal entry. Only one account debited, second account, another account is credited. Then it is called as simple journal entry. Okay, hope you understood this simple journal entry. Right? Now I'll take the problem for compound journal entry. Okay, first understand the meaning of compound journal entry. Okay, yes. When the number of accounts, compound means more than one. Okay, so when the number of accounts to be debited or credited is more than one in a journal entry, such entry is called as compound journal entry. Okay, either it is debited, more than one is debited, or more than one is credited, then it is called as compound journal entry. When the number of accounts to be debited or credited is more than one in journal entry, such an entry is called as compound journal entry. Okay, so when you have to pass compound journal entry, I'll tell some conditions are there. That time only you have to follow compound journal entry. Okay, here just understand the meaning, then here two conditions I'll tell. Okay, if these two conditions are satisfied, then only you have to pass combined journal entry. Otherwise, two separate and simple entries you have to pass. Okay, so what is compound journal entry? When the number of accounts to be debited or credited is more than one in journal entry, such an entry is called as compound journal entry. Okay, then a compound journal entry is actually a combination of two or more simple journal entries. So it is a combination of two or more simple journal entries. Two or more simple entries can be combined in compound journal entries when these two conditions are satisfied. Okay, so if these conditions are satisfied, then only instead of two or three, we can pass one compound journal entry. If it is not satisfied, then you have to separate the entries. Yes, what is the first condition is, if two or more simple journal entries are to be passed on the same date. Okay, the date of the transaction should be same. Paid salary, suppose on one date you have paid salary as well as you have paid cash, sorry, paid salary and as well as you have paid rent, then compound journal entry you can pass it. The date should be same of the two transactions. Okay, then if there is a common account, either debit account or credit account involved in those simple journal entries, means one common account should be there. Now here paid rent, paid salary, one common account is there. When you pay the rent account debit to cash. When you pay salary account debit to cash. So what is the common account here? Cash account. Okay, so one should be a common account. So here it is a cash account. So like that, same date it should be there and same common account should be there. Either maybe debit account or credit account. So these two conditions should be satisfied. Okay, I'll take an example of compound journal entry so that you will understand. Okay, now bought furniture for rupees 25,000 from Royal Furniture Mart. Okay, so you have purchased the furniture on 1/1/2018. Okay, then now see here, so which are the accounts? Furniture account will come, right? Total cost of the furniture is 25,000. Okay, then out of this 25,000 on and rupees 5,000 paid in cash, means out of this 25,000 you have paid 5,000 in cash. So which account will come? Cash account will come. Still how much you have to pay? So out of 25,000 you have paid only 5,000. How much you have to pay? Still you have to pay 20,000. Then only it becomes 25,000. So this is credit purchase 20,000. When it is credit purchase, write the name of creditor. Who is a creditor? Name from whom we have purchased the furniture, that is Royal Furniture Mart. So Royal Furniture Mart account, cash account and furniture accounts. Three accounts will come here. Okay, so instead of passing two simple journal entries, we are passing compound journal entries. Now see here, these are the three accounts, right? So furniture, two accounts you can also pass. Furniture account debit to cash 5,000, 5,000, and one more furniture account debit to Royal Furniture 2020. So instead of that, we can pass a compound journal entry. Now see here, Furniture is what? Furniture is a asset. Cash account is also asset. And Royal Furniture is a creditor. Creditor means liability, right? So apply the rules. Okay, now apply the rules. Yes, asset. When you purchase the furniture is coming in, furniture amount is increasing, right? Okay, so increasing, so increase in asset is debited, right? Then when you purchase the furniture and you paid the cash for that, so your cash balance is decreasing. You're paying the cash, so decrease in asset is credited, right? Now Royal Furniture Mart, it is a liability. Liability means is always credited. Okay, you have increased the liability. Royal Furniture Mart, it is a liability. Okay, so it is a liability, right? So your liability is increasing, right? Liability is increasing. Your creditor amount is increased, you have to give still. Okay, your loan amount is increased to give others, so the liability is increased. Increase in liability is credited. Okay, apply the rules of liability. What is liability? Decrease in liability is debited, increase in liability is credited. Okay, so like this you have to, one account is debited, two accounts are credited. How to solve in journal? So write first date here, 1/1/2018. Okay, what first write which account is debited. Which account is debited? Furniture account. Furniture account debit. Yes, how much account is debited? 25,000. Here dash. Now these two accounts are credited, so leave space. You should start with 2. 2, first write cash account. 2 cash account. Okay, how much is cash given? 5,000. Then 2, one more account is credited to Royal Furniture Mart account. Okay, you should finish here. So how much still you have to give? 20,000. Now see here, debit amount is 25,000, credit amount also 25,000, right? So this debit amount and credit amount should become equal, right? So like this you have to pass the journal entry. Start account to be debited, end with DR. Here leave space for credit accounts. You have to start with 2. Okay, and after an account you have to write here account A bar C. Okay, then when this account journal entry is completed, when you write narration, narration is written first word starting being. For what you have passed this journal entry? Being purchase furniture both for cash and credit. Okay, so cash, both for cash and credit. When credit purchase is there, you have to write the name of creditor. Okay, when credit sale is there, you have to write the name of debtor, like that. Okay, always creditor name is credited only, debtor name is debited. Remember the tips. So when I'll solve the problems, remember some tips I'll give. Which account is always debited, which account is always credited, that time you have to write somewhere as a note. Hope you understood this theory part, what I told today. Today I have taught you what is definition of journal, introduction and definition of journal, then journalizing, journal entry, narration, right? After that some features of journal I have told you, right? Then format of journal, then after format I have told you types of journal entry, in that simple journal entry, and next one I have told you compound journal entry with problems I have told. Okay, so write down these notes in your book. In fresh page you have to write heading journal. So this chapter is very important, remember. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you.